Hi guys, it's Johnny Gilbert. We're here at UCC. This is one of the baddest events of the year. We won this event last year with this beautiful blue monster. We're looking to take home the trophy today. This is Indy. This is known as the Big Go. It's one of the top-notch tracks of the country, and especially for ODSS, I think this is the best track we're ever on. So a beautiful track here. Ralph preps this thing, and it's unreal how fast you can go in the 60 foot at this track. So we've been many fast passes on this track, and long shutdown, safe, gigantic track, and it's just phenomenal. Can't wait to get down. Basically towards the end of last year, had a little bit of mishap, so we did some fresh stuff here in the front, and the engine's essentially the same. We do have some new pistons since Rockingham. We had a water injection not come on. We had a solenoid kind of hang up and burn up essentially. That caused us to hurt piston in this badass billet Waggler engine. So what happened was, Monday after the race, we got back to the shop, actually hauled it down to Jeremy's tracks about 4 hours south of us. We took it apart while I was there, found a burnt piston because of water injection problems and whatnot. So literally Jeremy's like, hey, call me in a couple days. I got with him midweek, so this is on a Monday. So Wednesday he's texting me, hey, when do you want to come down and help put it together? Everything's ready. I'm like, damn. So literally within a week, I went down and bolted this thing together with Jeremy, put it in the truck and drove it home. So big shout out to Waggler Competition Engines, man. Those guys go above and beyond the call of duty at all times. And another cool thing about it was, you know, we beat the crap out of this thing, 2,500 horsepower so far, planning on shooting for 3,000. The bearings look beautiful with the Hot Shot secret oil in there. So everything was just really neat to see, and can't thank those guys enough for being on board with us. Basically, Junior told me to get in and drive it, and I think what that means is he put me a big tune-up in. So we're about to see if this thing can't go a 4.0 something off the trailer.
A little bit. Apply that out. Overcooked the tires, the 105 60 foot. Dan Zelton and Enrique Gonzalez.
It's Saturday morning.
Yeah, buddy.
We're back in the lanes for qualifying.
Yes. First qualifier was good on the 60 foot. Knocked the tires off about 100 feet. I think just a lot of heat. You know, the track was hot. You know, over 130, 140 range, and then we backed it down. We're ready to rock and roll. Ralph's been prepping the track for about 2 hours, so no street tires yet to make bald patches and whatnot. So I think we get down probably a low 20 or a high teen pass if things go right.
Ralph, 24. Johnny Gilbert 4:18.0, 180.84 miles an hour after Joyce.
Yep. Track's definitely a little better today than it was yesterday. A little greasy at the top end for sure. We went 4:14, one at a $1.80, and number one qualifier. We're trying to keep it soft in the front half of the track, so like that 106.60, just kind of floating it through instead of like going after the 103s and 100s. Just hot and greasy, but we're just racing the track.
Elimination 1 is going to be at like 2 o'clock, so I think if anything, it's going to be a little hotter, right?
So track temp's going to be a little hotter for sure. We got a plan for that. So took a little bit out of it at the top end, so we're not going to be sliding around as much. Left the front half really roughly the same. It's pretty conservative this morning. So I think we'll still be good going into the early afternoon here. Number one qualifier, odd number, we got the buy on that one. So see how that turns out. We'll get a good test lick. We're going to make a hit.
Right.
Just kind of feel the track out and see if our changes likes what we did. Yeah, we're just going to basically just keep it right there in that low 420 to high teen pass. And if the track comes around later and cools off, we'll get a little better 60 and probably dip it back into the teens there somewhere. So just kind of play it conservative on a hot track. So we got some good competition out there. Ben Shetty's there with his old car. Wade Minter got that one, so we're going to be a couple fast hot rods here too. There's some other guys out there that's making some good moves. So one missed lick and you're on the trailer.
Yeah.
It's sticky, it's tight, and we're gonna go fast.
You think so?
Yeah, we loaded up the flux capacitor too, so we're good to go.
Okay, so about 88, we're going to see that.
Yeah,
thing.
when you hit 88 mile an hour, you're gonna see some serious stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Stainless diesel team, raise your hands, go. What do we do?
Shut up! He's broke! He's broke.
Is he holding it off or what?
Yeah, they're going to get the wrecker.
Johnny, you just want to fucking bump the lights, you want to run it?
Set the bars, let's run it.
Johnny's a gangster.
Johnny's a king.
He says, set the bars, let's run.
Johnny went for it with a one-step pedal, goes a 426, 180.
All right, so went into another round of eliminations. You guys opted not to make the pass.
Yep, just want to save it. We got to buy into the finals. After that last pass there against the climate change guys, they had some issues, and we made the lick. Came up against Ben Shetty here for the finals. We were working our tails off on a tune-up for this thing to get down this track because it's kind of tricky, greasy, and real hot. And I'm like, man, I said, I want to make this hit. I want to know what it's going to do. So when he was broke, I was like, man, okay, now we're going to sit there and get hot and get heated up, you know, heat soaked. But so I didn't do a second burnout or anything. We just lined up and went. They were asking me, hey guys, you know, what do you want to do? Bump the lights or what? I'm like, hell no, set the bars. Let's run this thing and let's get it on.
And then ended up making it down, went clean.
Yeah, made a good lick. I pedaled probably at 100 foot, just a real quick pedal. It started to kind of bring the back of the car around just a little bit. I pedaled it, sat down, went 182 at like a 425 range, 426 in there. So it felt real good. So the tune-up that we put in it would have been fine in the heat. So now we know that.
And then we got a little bit of rain. We got some.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we get back up there. Then we got some rain, a little delay, and then Ben went against Derek and won. So now it's us in the finals, and it's still kind of early. Last night we raced till 11:30. Tonight, unfortunately, they got some sled pull stuff that's adjacent to the track that is on a hard deadline till midnight, and they have to start at 8 o'clock or 8:30, something like that, to get all the pulling in.
Right.
So they cut the racing off until tomorrow.
So right now, we're not sure what exactly is going to happen with
Yeah.
a final, possibly how that's going to work
Right.
out.
We're trying to get it in tonight. We're trying to slip it in between some sled pull stuff, but I don't think they're going for that. Our awesome guy Ralph that preps the track. He's got to be in Chicago tonight, so he's out for tomorrow. Levon was talking about they got a little tuning window or running racing window in the morning, possibly just a small window to finish up.
We'll have to stay tuned, figure out
Yep,
what's going on.
stay tuned to see what happens.
Okay.
That car likes to do that for whatever reason, the burnout.
Take the action to the right, to the right. There you go, just like that. Left, follow it around. Follow it around, straight back. Straight back. To the right a little bit. To the right. Okay, to the left. Straight, 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 straight. Tip the front over to the left. You're good, you're good. Bars are good, chutes are good. We need to tip her over to the left on the front. Pull forward. Left, left, straight, straight. Nice, buddy, good hit. 184.5 mile an hour.
This is another first place trophy at Pro Mod at UCC. It's unreal. It's been a hot couple days, boy. We've been fighting some stuff. Pulled it out again.
And you got to race Ben, which I know is something you guys
Yes.
have been wanting to do for a while. So.
Yeah, we've been wanting to line up on each other. Just the stars hadn't aligned yet. Yeah, side by side. It was going to end up being an awesome race. Like we both took off at the same time. Essentially, like I got a 044, he got a 050 light. Same 60 foot, 05 60 foots in both lanes. I think just talked to Ben on the phone a little bit. He shook the tires and pedaled, and it got hung up and didn't come out at first. So tough break there, but we went a record mile an hour for us, almost 185. That was 184 point something. But yeah, that's flying.
That's moving.
Yep, 417.
So what happened down at the end of the track?
So when I lifted, I think we gutted the gears in the lift pump. I came off the throttle, shot the throttle, and the motor just kind of and died. I tried to hit the starter button and roll it over, but the pressure wasn't coming up. So I said, well, now what happened there? So radioed the guys, say, come get me. First time out with a car 1 year ago. Right now, it was on its maiden voyage, and a lot of bugs to work out that weekend last year, and then from there to now, it's like we're real comfortable with the car now compared to where we were at last year at this time. I really feel like towards the end of this year, we're going to be trying to clip to the 390 range with a big tire. We're going to clip that. We see a clear path to do it. We just got to get a good track and good conditions and just finesse it, get a few more test sessions under our belt, and I think that's the future. Really planning on towards the end of the year trying to catch up with the No Prep Kings and do some big tire outlaw with them, and maybe some Friday night grudge against some of them big dogs and see if the diesels can't put the smack down on the gas boys. Yep, so next up we're going to be at the next ODSS race down in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So it's going to be awesome. We haven't been there in a number of years with the series, and I'm excited to go back, man. We used to race here a lot. Can't wait to bring this fast monster down there to Kentucky.